Hi, I'm Allison Collins. We're here at Amherst Symphony Rehearsal and we're having a break. And I'm here with our guest concertmaster, Shieh Jian.
Hello,
Thanks for joining us.
it's a pleasure.
Now, can you start by telling us why you picked the violin and when you picked the violin?
Well, I started actually on the piano back in Taiwan where I was born. My sister started playing the violin, and my mom told me later that that's what I said to her, that I want to play what she's playing. So that's how I ended up playing the violin,
That's
my
great.
older sister.
And you must have enjoyed it because you stuck with it.
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. So from Taiwan, and when did you live here now?
Yes, I do. I've been living in the States for many, many years. I came over when I was 13.
Wow.
Yeah,
All
with
right.
the family, so the whole family moved here.
Great, great. And where did you go to college then?
I went to University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign. That's where I did my undergrad, and then I went to New England Conservatory for a master's.
All right.
And then I came here for the Buffalo Philharmonic.
Right, and that's what you do for a living?
Yes, so that's my full-time job, playing with the Buffalo Philharmonic.
And I understand your wife does as well.
Yes, she's a cellist, and she's the associate principal with the Philharmonic. And
So at home, is it just nonstop live music when you're there?
Sort of. I mean, we love to play chamber music, and we have to practice and prepare for concerts. And we do love to, perform, and such is the case here with the Amherst Symphony. So we do spend a lot of time practicing, so we hear each other practice all the time.
Oh, I bet. So do you strictly prefer classical music, or do you also like pop, rock, hip-hop, jazz?
I think I enjoy all kinds of music. Just that when you play music, perform music for a living, that's all you hear. So almost all the time I feel like when I'm not playing, I'd rather just not have any music in the background. But I do enjoy all kinds of music, pop, jazz, rock, singing, all kinds of stuff.
All right. Do you prefer playing in smaller groups or larger groups?
I think both, but I enjoy playing chamber music very much, and that's a smaller setting, so you get a little bit more control, and also you hear each other a little bit more, and you interact, and really interact. Whereas in larger ensemble, you just try to blend in and be together all the time, so it's less personality showing through, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But so I do enjoy playing chamber music a lot.
Understood. What do you learn from working with the different conductors and musicians that you work with?
Well, every conductor that comes in or musician that plays with you, it just brings a different approach to the same music that you've done before, or even the same composer that you've learned and studied and played. So each time it's just a different point of view. So that's how you learn, and you try to enrich yourself.
Mhm. Do you have any hobbies?
Music. No, I mean, I try to take up golf, and we try to exercise, so I guess that could be our hobby. We watch movie, so normal hobby, nothing particular.
Tell us about the instrument that you play. Is it an old, new?
It's a modern Italian, so by modern it's made in 1925. So it's almost 100 years old, but compared to all the other antique instruments, it's still fairly young. And I just recently purchased it, so about 3-4 years ago, and I really enjoy the new sound that it's bringing me.
And I noticed that here in rehearsal, you're actually switching between two different violins.
Yes, and so the piece that we're playing by Saint-Saëns, Dance Macabre, it calls for the solo violin to be tuned down, the E string to be tuned down half a step. So instead of just having that one instrument tuned down, and then I'm just sitting there while the orchestra, my section is playing, so I decided I should switch, and so whenever I can, I join the section. And and obviously that E flat is not gonna work with the section, so I brought another violin.
But that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. So sometimes I don't know when to switch, so you get in trouble.
Was it a huge cultural shock moving to the United States?
Yes, it's a huge cultural shock. I mean, I came here after 7th grade, and in 7th grade we started taking English classes. So that was like a brief introduction, and then I came to the States for 8th grade. I don't speak much, and the culture is very different. And coming from a tropical country, and I moved to Chicago suburbs, so
No.
it was the first time I saw snow was like great, and then not so great. It was really cold, and so it took a lot of adjusting, but
Like what, for example? What's something that's very different in Taiwan?
I think aside from the weather, just schooling is very different. In Taiwan, I think class seem more intense, and then you have to attend all these extracurriculum afterwards in order to keep up with the class. Instead of here, that I think what was great, and I felt that is lacking in education in Taiwan, is this openness and choice. Like, you can take classes that you enjoy. You don't have to all take the same classes. So in a way, you get exposed to many different things that you think you might like or you might not, and then you get to try it. So that's.
Well, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. That was easy. Thank you very much.